Hello and welcome. My name is Katie, and you have entered into the Chelsea Tight Hip sequence. This sequence I made for my girl Chelsea, who's got some really tight hips, focusing on the hip flexors, loosening up the hamstrings, creating space in the low back. If you've got tight hips, this sequence might help you. My recommendation is grab a spot on the ground. Maybe you have a mat, maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. All you need is yourself. You do not have to watch. My intention with this is you don't have to actually watch any of the yoga to be able to know what you're doing. I really want you to channel into the words, feel into your own body, and simply do your best. Thank you so much for showing up with us today. And please feel free to drop some feedback in the comments. I do have a Spotify playlist linked specifically for this flow in the bio if you want to follow along. Enjoy. Hello and welcome. Make your way to the top of your mat. We'll start standing, grounding both feet down into the earth. Bring them hip distance apart. Stack your hips on your ankles. Stack your shoulders on your hips and stack your head on top of your shoulders. Roll the shoulder blades down your spine, palms rest down at your side. And find a breath. Full deep breath in. Full deep breath out. With your next inhale, sweep your arms up to the sky for high mountain pose. And with your exhale, sweep the arms back down to your side body. We'll do it again. Inhale, arms sweep high, mountain pose. Exhale, release hands back down at your side body. Very nice. Inhale, arms reach high, mountain pose. Now with your exhale, goalpost the arms and find a little baby back bend in your heart space. Maybe your chin lifts up, gaze lifts up. Inhale, straighten the spine, arms reach tall, mountain pose. And then with your exhale, fold forward, hinge at your hips, let your head drop towards the earth, and find a nice deep bend in your knees here. Ragdoll pose. Shifting the weight between your heels and your feet as you start to settle in, finding your center of balance. Maybe you grip the toes into the earth. Can you bend your knees enough so your belly rests on your thighs? Arms dangle down towards the ground and the weight of your head pulls your spine down. The intention here is that we're decompressing the vertebrae in our spine. So again, keeping the knees bent, we want the hamstrings to feel safe. And then breathe. And as you breathe here, you'll notice you'll expand the back side of your body, the back side of your lungs. We've got one more breath in here and one more breath out. Now bring your hands down to the earth. Bring your gaze between your hands. Weight's going to shift into your right foot. Bend your left knee and bring your left foot up towards your left butt cheek. So you're turning into a little tripod here. And then step your left foot backwards so you take it into a low lunge. Your feet are hip distance apart, like they're on railroad tracks. Now drop your left knee to the earth. Modified low lunge. Check in with your front knee. We want to make sure the knee is stacked over the ankle. And then start to guide your hands up towards the sky. Modified crescent lunge. That back knee stays down. Activate your core and try to squeeze your left glute for support here. And breathe. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Finding that little back bend again. With your inhale, reach fingertips high, lengthen the spine, and then exhale, goalpost the arms, open the heart, sink a little deeper into the hips as you push the hips forward, opening the chest. Inhale, straighten spine, reach fingertips tall, and now with your exhale, bring your hands down to the earth. Lifting up your back knee, you'll step your front foot to meet your back foot finding a high plank pose. Shoulders are stacked over wrists. You're on the balls of your feet. Now zip up your core, tucking your hips under just a little bit. Push the ground away as you round your shoulder blades up towards the sky. Take a full breath in here. And then use your breath out for downward dog. Pull your hips up to the sky. You're making a capital A shape with your body. Head drops between the biceps. Gaze at your big toes. And just start to dangle the head, shaking it yes and no. Maybe you wag your tail in your downward dog, or maybe you walk the dog by simply bending one knee, bending the other knee. Breathe. Again, decompressing the spine. We're waking up the back side of the legs here. Find another inhale and an exhale. Inhale, right leg reaches up towards the sky. And then with your exhale, step your right foot forward, coming back to your lunge legs. Land the heel underneath your knee. Good. Drop the back knee into the earth once more. That left knee drops down. And then use an inhale. Arms reach high to the sky. Modified crescent lunge. Exhale, hands come back to the earth. Inhale, lift your back knee off the ground. And then use your exhale to step your back foot up to the top of the mat. Fold forward. Coming back to that ragdoll pose. Take one breath in here and one breath out. Next, inhale, halfway lift. So lift up your chest so it comes parallel to the ground. And then with your exhale, fold forward. Inhale, rise tall, stacking one vertebra at a time, standing back into your tall mountain pose. Fingertips reach up high to the sky. Exhale, goalpost the arms, again opening the heart, just baby back bend. Pinch the shoulder blades. Inhale, arms reach tall for high mountain. And then exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. This time, your left foot is going to take the weight. So start with a bend in the knees, shift the weight into that left foot, and when you're ready, bring your right heel up towards your glute, bending the right knee, allowing the right foot to completely leave the earth. Hands can stay rooted for extra support. Now, step the right foot straight back, finding your lunge, dropping the right knee into the earth. Again, check in with the front foot. Do we need to wiggle it so our ankle is lined up directly underneath our knee? Use your breath in and start to stand tall. Stack your shoulders over the hips, open through the collarbones, fingertips reach high to the sky. So we're challenging your balance a little bit here. Core has to activate. Legs have to engage to keep you strong. Take a deep breath in. And breath out. Goalpost the arms. Open the heart. Good. Inhale, reach arms tall. Stack the spine. And then exhale, hands return back down to the earth. Inhale, lift up the right knee. Plant the hands down and step your left foot back. We're in high plank again. Now you can always drop the knees here to take a little bit of difficulty away from this pose. But you're still breathing. Regardless, the core is zipped up. Belly button is tucked up and under the rib cage. And we hold for one more breath in. Hold for one more breath out. Good. Inhale, pull the hips up to the sky, downward facing dog. And again, pedal out the legs, walking out those feet, waking up the back side of your legs, waking up the spine. Breathe. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the left foot forward, finding your lunge legs. Drop your right knee to the earth. On your next inhale, arms sweep up, crescent, modified crescent lunge. And on your exhale, goalpost the arms, open the heart. Last time. Inhale, arms reach tall. And exhale, hands drop back to the earth. Inhale, step your back foot up to meet your front foot. Fold forward. Good. Finding a little ragdoll twist here, so keeping your feet hip distance apart, or move them if they're not already there. Left hand's going to stay grounded on the earth. Inhale, right arm reaches up to the sky, so twist open your shoulders and try to straighten the right leg a little bit here. Yeah. Full breath in when you get there, and then use your breath out to release hand and bend the knee. Moving into the other side. On your inhale, left arm reaches up to the sky, straighten the left leg as much as it allows, and peel open through the collarbones. One more breath here. And then your breath out, release the hand, bend the knee, ragdoll pose, head drops low, dangle it out. Inhale, halfway lift, so lengthen through the spine, gaze is still at the ground. Exhale, forward fold, roll the spine back down. Inhale, roll up one vertebra at a time, coming to mountain pose, fingertips reach high to the sky. And then use your exhale to bring your hands to heart center. Right foot is going to take the weight. Ground into your right heel and just start to shift the weight into the right side of your body as your left foot begins to get light. Start by simply lifting your left heel, and maybe you stay right here. If you're ready to go a little bit farther in the balance today, guide your left knee up towards your chest. Flex your left foot. Now, anytime we work with balance, it's really helpful to find a drishti, a focal point for your eyes. So stare at something that's not moving and breathe. So we're still activating the core. We're working the hip flexor here. Can you relax your shoulders? Yeah. Taking it from here, our one-legged mountain pose. Step the left foot backwards, finding lunge legs. So you've been here before, feet are hip distance apart. All 10 toes point forward, your back heel stays lifted. And maybe you need to scooch and adjust your feet around once you land. I want you to feel really stable and strong in your feet. And then grow your fingertips tall. Biceps line up with your ears. Stack the wrists over your shoulders. Breathe. Waking up the hip flexor here. So take an inhale in this tall crescent, and then with your exhale, simply tap your back knee down to the earth. Yeah. Inhale, lift the knee off the earth, back to crescent lunge, and exhale, tap the knee down. Inhale, lift knee up. We've got one more. Exhale, tap the knee down. Inhale, lift the knee up. Exhale, open arm twist over your front leg. Now take your time here. Shoulders are twisting over towards the right. Right hand reaches behind you. Left hand reaches forward. Thumbs point up towards the sky and breathe. Now your gaze can be anywhere that helps you find balance. Good. If you want to go a little bit farther, we can take an exalted twist. Right hand comes to the back leg. Left hand reaches up towards the sky, really opening heart, twisting through that solar plexus. Wherever you are, find one more breath in and use your breath out to cartwheel both arms down to the ground, dropping left knee. With your inhale, sink your hips forward as you lunge deeper into the front leg, lift your heart up, and then with your exhale, bend your front knee, pull your hips back, half splits pose. We'll do that again. Inhale, sink forward, deepening the lunge, heart lifts up. Exhale, half splits, straighten the leg, pull hips back, fold your heart over your front thigh. One more time. Inhale, sink, forward, lift up. And exhale, straighten the leg, pull the hips back. Good. On the next inhale, come back to knee over ankle, realigning yourself in the center. Lift the left knee up. Both hands come to the ground. And step your right foot back to meet your left. High plank pose. This time I want you to take just one breath in for high plank and use your breath out to lower your body towards the floor. Again, knees can drop for support. Try not to belly flop. Try to bring in a little bit of control here just to protect your face. Hands slide underneath the shoulders. Point your elbows up towards the sky and kind of like tuck them in, like you're tucking in little bird wings. Lift up head and chest. Big breath in, baby cobra. And then breath out, release head and chest down to the earth. Again, inhale, lift head and chest up, baby cobra. Push your feet down. Exhale, release head and chest to the ground. On this inhale, push your body up into tabletop. So you coming onto your hands and your knees. Now tuck your toes and pull your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. One more inhale. And one more exhale. Good. Look to the top of your mat. Step both feet up to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway, lengthen through your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, start to roll the spine tall, finding your high mountain pose. And exhale, hands come to your heart center. Left foot takes the weight. Shifting your body weight into the left side, start to lift your right heel off the ground. Activate the core. Find your drishti now. And begin to pull the right knee up towards your chest if you're choosing to take it that far today. Flexing the foot so the whole leg is activated. Breathe. Holding your breath does not help you, despite popular belief. Take your time. As you're ready, step the right foot back, finding crescent lunge. So line up your feet. Find that stability. And if you need a little bit wider stance than hip distance, take it. This is your body and it's your practice. But you want to feel stable and grounded. And we want to activate the legs. I like to think of like my legs being scissors and trying to like squeeze them together. Fingertips will reach up high. We've got the 3 taps coming. Inhale, lengthen spine, reach up. Exhale, bend the right knee, tap it to the earth. Inhale, straighten the leg back to crescent. Exhale, bend the knee, tap it down. Inhale, straighten the leg. Exhale, bend the knee, tap. Inhale, straighten the leg and hold. Good. Moving into our twist. Breath in to lengthen the spine and then breath out, open twist over the left leg. So right arms forward, left arms back. Maybe gaze comes to the back hand, maybe not. Breathe. Option to keep it right here or exalt, dropping your back hand to back thigh, reaching right arm up. Maybe gaze comes up. Yeah, this one's an intense one on the twist. You really have to actively choose to breathe because the lungs are twisted, squeezed, compressed. You've got one final breath in wherever you are and use your breath out to cartwheel your arms down to the earth. We drop the right knee down. Inhale, sink hips forward, lift heart up. Exhale, straighten the front leg, pull your hips back, half splits. Inhale, sink forward, lift up. Exhale, half splits, straighten and pull back. One more. Inhale, sink and lift. Exhale, straighten and pull back. Inhale, come back to neutral, knee over ankle. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee, and we step left foot back to meet the right. Again, we come to high plank pose. Are you sick of this pose yet? Can you push the belly button up and under? Think about tucking your hips, rounding your core. Push the ground away. One final breath in here, and breath out, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift up, baby cobra, push the ground away, peel the heart up, and then exhale, release to the ground. Good. Inhale, push yourself to tabletop pose. So we're coming onto your hands and knees. Shoulders stack over the wrists, hips stack over the knees. Are you noticing a trend here? We like to stack the joints. That's when the body is most supported, most protected. Now gaze comes straight down. Not right between your thumbs, but maybe about 6 inches in front of your thumbs. Nice long spine. Start here by extending your right leg behind you and keep the foot in the earth at first. Now, left fingertips extend forward, so bicep lines up with the ear. Now, you'll notice we have to find a new center of balance here. You can keep the back toes grounded, or you can lift the back leg off the earth. When you do so, activate the right glute. Flex the foot. Think about me coming and pulling your hand and foot apart. We take a full breath in. And with your breath out, bring elbow and knee together under the body and round the spine. Tuck and round. Good. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Exhale, bring elbow to knee. Hold, breathe, tuck and squeeze. Core is activated. You got it, you got it. Last breath in. Last breath out. Inhale, lengthen arm and leg. Now hold here. Bend the right knee so the right foot goes towards the sky. Sweep your left arm behind you and try grabbing for your right foot. Floor dancer, really opening the hip flexor here. Breathe. Now this might be good to bring your gaze forward versus down. You'll know what feels best for your balance. One more breath. And then just release the foot gently, extending arm in front of you, dropping hand, dropping knee. We'll take a round of cat and cow to reset your spine. Inhale, belly drops towards the floor. Lift your heart up, tilt your hips up. Exhale, round your spine to the sky, tuck chin, gaze at your belly button. And then inhale, come back to neutral spine. Extend the left leg behind you. Keep the foot down first. And then reach right fingertips forward, setting up for bird dog pose. When you feel stable, maybe you're lifting left leg, flexing the foot. Big breath in as you lengthen, and then breath out, bring elbow to knee, round the spine, tuck and squeeze. Inhale, lengthen hand and foot. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more. Inhale, reach it long. Exhale, elbow to knee. We hold here. So you're holding the pose, not your breath. Keep breathing. Good. On the next inhale, reach and lengthen hand and foot. Bend left knee. Reach right arm around and try grabbing for your foot. Maybe you're like, I can't reach my foot, Katie. That's okay. Just actively try. We're still opening the hip flexor by keeping the knee bent, kicking the foot towards the sky. Breathe. You've got one more breath in. And then use your breath out to release the foot, reaching hand and foot long and then dropping hand and knee to the earth. Inhale, cow pose, belly low, heart lifts. Exhale, cat pose, round the spine, tuck the chin. Again, inhale, heart opens, hips lift. And exhale, round, cat pose. Inhale, back to neutral spine. Bring your knees wide, big toes together, sink hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Rest your head into the earth. Crawl your fingertips forward. Breathe. Allowing this little moment of stillness to support the reset of your hips. Can you breathe into the backside of your body? Good. Last breath in. Last breath out. Inhale, pull yourself up to tabletop, and then use your breath to guide your way to a seated position. Glutes are going to come somewhere in the middle of your mat. Legs extend long. Arms reach out in front of you. Take a deep breath in, and then use your breath out to lower your spine one vertebra at a time. Eventually, the whole spine lands on the earth, and then your fingertips will reach overhead, toes reach long. Get a full body stretch in here. Big extension. And then hug the knees into the chest, wrap your arms around your shins, and just start to rock out your spine side to side. Setting up for figure 4. Drop both feet to the earth, bending the knees. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Flex your right foot. Option to stay right here. You might already feel this in the hips. Or you could grab around the back side of the left thigh and pull in towards your body. What's really important here is that you are keeping your right foot flexed. Can you bring some ease in the shoulders, and can you relax your head into the ground? If not, maybe placing a pillow behind your head could be really supportive here. But we want the upper body to remain as relaxed as possible. The work is happening in the legs and the hips here. Breathe. One more breath in. One more breath out. Start to release your left foot back to the earth. Uncross the right foot, both feet plugged down, and then just windshield wiper your knees side to side. Just nice and gentle movements, bringing blood flow into the hips. And we'll set it up on the other side. So right foot stays on the ground, cross left ankle over right thigh. And again, maybe you stay here. Maybe you pull the right leg in towards your body closer. Feet stay flexed. I cannot emphasize this enough. It protects the ligaments in your knee. And you're simply breathing. Now, the longer you hold the pose, you might be able to guide the legs closer to your chest. But we want to let the breath support that. We don't want to force it. So pull yourself in until you meet that resistance, and then breathe. Two more breaths. Last inhale. And with your exhale, release. Right foot to the ground. Uncross your feet and windshield wiper your knees side to side. Setting up for half happy baby pose. So start with both knees into your chest. Give them a hug. Keep the right knee in your chest and extend your left leg long. Now, if your hips are super tight, it might actually feel better to bend the left knee and plant the left foot in the earth. So you feel it out. Take what works for you. Guide the right knee towards your right armpit and have right hand grab for right foot. If we can't reach the foot, grab behind the knee. And we're simply going to pull down towards the earth. You'll likely feel this in the inside of your thigh, your hip, your hamstring. Bend the knee as much as your body is asking for. And again, we breathe. One more inhale. Use your exhale to release the foot, bringing your knee back into your chest. Now take your left hand on the right knee and guide the right knee across your body so you're finding a twist. Right arm is going to stay down on the earth. Try grounding the right shoulder as we deepen the twist and we breathe. Can you flex your foot? Maybe the knee touches the ground. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe your foot touches the ground. Maybe it doesn't. Wherever you are, can you just breathe? Can you do your best to surrender a little bit more, finding ease in the twist? Use your breath in to come back to neutral. Both knees come into the chest. They get a hug. Rock out the spine. Keep the left knee in and extend the right leg long. Remember, you have the option to bend the knee. Plant the foot. So guide left knee towards left armpit. Left hand grabs for the foot. Half happy baby pose. Pull down. Breathe. So we're keeping friction between hand and foot. That foot's going to push into the hand as the hand pulls the foot down. Breath is so important here. Keep yourself in the present moment. Stay with it. Continuing to surrender and release. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Now start to release the foot, guiding your knee back in towards your chest. Right hand is going to take the left knee, guide it across the body, finding your twist. Left arm extends out to the left side. Maybe your gaze comes over your left shoulder, bringing the twist into your neck as well. And breathe. Can you keep flexing the foot? Notice how this side feels in comparison to the other side. Better, worse, tighter, looser? Is it easier to breathe? One more. Inhale. One more exhale. Guide your knees back to neutral. Bringing both knees into the chest, rock it out side to side. Good. Now start to rock up and down on your spine, forward and backwards until you make your way into a seated position. Yeah. Finding a nice comfortable seat. Ground your hips down. Maybe you sit on a pillow or a block. Shoulder blades are going to roll down the spine. Stack head over shoulders. And just gently tucking your chin, lengthening the back side of your neck. Resting your arms in your lap. And we breathe. So as you inhale, think about pulling the breath up from the hips, up your spine to the top of your head. And then as you exhale, send the breath from the top of your head down the spine, down into the earth. Again, inhale, pull the breath up. Exhale, send the breath back down. Inhale, pulls up. Exhale, send it down. 3 more. Inhale. You're welcome to remain here for a longer meditation if that is available for you today. If you're ready to release, guide your hands to heart center, showing your body peace, gratitude, abundance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The light in me honors and sees the light in you. Bring your thumb knuckles up to your third eye center, connecting your head to your heart. Namaste.